Well, I'm excited to get my tax returns right now. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind having $2,250 right about now. Yeah, you could get a pretty sweet ride with that kind of money. I'll tell you what, you could get a pretty decent used car for. You can get a pretty decent used car for $2,250. Yeah, you could. What is up, Sean? How you doing? What's up, Stephen Walker? Just chilling out. Got a new wand for my collection. Just chilling out, smoking a cigarette. I got 12 wands I'm working on for the next batch. Hey, Jessica Alice, what's up? Can I drive? Yeah, I'm capable of driving. Well, hell yeah, it's one of my spirit animals. I hear the crow outside. What up? Any more pipe wands? I might make one with the next batch. We'll wait and see. It's cool. That's cool. Well, I hope people are leaving Gothic D alone because, like, the whole Gothic D battle on YouTube was literally one of the stupidest fights I've been in. Man. Good morning, Dana Smith. So, like, yeah, I am capable of driving. I just need to save up for a car and get my driver's license. That scab's looking pretty nar-nar, man. You know that green underwear video that I posted on Facebook? Well, it got deleted from Facebook, but someone saved it and uploaded it to another channel on YouTube. I didn't think my cock holster underwear video would stay on social media. I figured once, Facebook deleted it, but if you Google Gothic King Cobra green panties, it'll pop up. And there's the full 30-minute video was on there. And the only reason I posted is because I figured I'd be all right. I see plenty of chicks on Facebook wearing nothing but pasties and a goddamn thong. And I was wearing a shirt, socks, and some underwear. The only qualm was you could see my boner. And people were talking mad shit on that video. And I'm like, dude, I had of age fangirls who wanted to see me model my underwear. And that was kind of a confidence booster, like you got chicks that want to see you in your underwear. That made me feel sexy. And people are like, I don't understand why he's got a boner if he's just modeling underwear. He likes that kind of stuff. He's a weirdo. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. You just don't get it. And I'm like, if the only reason I got banned is because you can see my boner, the shape of it at least, I'm like, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? I've seen chicks wear way less clothing. I've seen chicks way less clothing. And it's bullshit. And I'm like, women are told to embrace their bodies all the time. A woman's body has been overly sexualized in our society. And my point being is, why should men have all the fun? Women like eye candy too. And I'm like, I'm comfortable enough with my body to wear something like that for social media. And everyone who didn't want to see it just didn't watch. And then people who were like, got jealous because I got a nice wang, and they're just jealous. And they're like, well, this guy's confident with his body. Fuck him. I want to flag his video and totally use sexist double standards against him. And do you know how? Now, keep in mind, I am friends with a couple of chicks on Facebook, and I've seen some chicks that I'm friends with on Facebook post some pretty suggestive shit. Some like a chick wearing nothing but a tiny ass skimpy thong and some pasties covering her nipples. That's perfectly okay for Facebook, but I wear a cock holster underwear for the ladies, and that's That's stupid. Yeah, buddy. I mean, like, and that's just the thing of it, you know. I totally get it, you know, like, why chicks post pictures like that on social media, why they use sex appeal to get attention on social media. Because when they're attractive and they get validation for their attractiveness, it feels good. I'm not saying women have to rely on their looks. I'm just saying, I don't care what sex you are. And like that's another thing too, is I get tired of people calling women bitches. Like, don't call her a bitch unless she's deserved it. That's the way I see it. You know? Well, I mean, it's disrespectful if you think about it. You're gonna call, if you call women bitches, ask yourself this question: would you call your mother a bitch? Unless she really is one, then don't answer that. But you know what I'm saying. Granted, the underwear was a little tight, but it was just tight enough that I could move around in it just a little bit. And one of those don't Google that moments if you don't want to see it. uh, you know, and that's the thing of it. Why should women always have to be a sex symbol? That's what I don't get. Like, why can't dudes be sex symbols for women? That's what I don't get. Why should men have all the fun? You know, and that's just one of those double standards that I don't agree with. Facebook. And just the thought of my green underwear caused so much controversy because people are like, you could see your boner, that's why you got banned. And I'm like, well, if you want to make that argument, have you seen some of the chicks on Instagram and Facebook? You could practically see everything, their nipples, their pussy, their ass, and they don't get banned. And they're pretty much violating the same standard that you're not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure there'll be some people who watch that video and be like, wait, how do you have a hard time getting laid? They're watching that green underwear video and it's like, well, you can't see what I'm packing beneath my pants unless you're of age or a female and you ask to see it, you know, and what I'm saying? You can't see, you know what I'm saying? That's one advantage that women have over men is if you want to show off your boobs, you can show them off without having to expose the whole thing, you know. And that's the thing of it. Women get so pissed off at man spreading, like, oh, I can't believe. Well, let me explain something to you. A man's balls dangles between his legs. So when he sits down, his balls are going to go between his legs. So if he squeezes his legs together like that, then guess what? It's going to compress his balls. So if women do this with their arms, it doesn't compress their boobs. They don't feel pressure when they do that. Huh. Oh, God gave women balls too. That He just put them between their shoulders. Instead of their testicles, it's their testicles. Okay, that was a really horrible joke. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, if it doesn't feel as good as the real thing, in most cases, you're better off just waiting for the real thing to come along. But it's nice to know you have options. I just think it's funny because some women get uncomfortable with the idea of a sex doll, and I'm like, yeah, well, here's the thing. They make male sex dolls with bionic penises that never get tired. They make them for women now, so I don't want to hear it. Gender equality, I don't want to fucking hear it. Now women have the option to create the man of their dreams. Never bitches or complains. Will listen to you bullshit and feed him lies. You can beat the shit out of them. You know. So if women want to sit there and say, "Well, I don't like sex dolls. How am I supposed to compete with that?" Simple enough. They're not as, what I'm saying? Sex dolls are not as good as the real thing. I don't care what anyone says. Sure, you can fuck it to your heart's content, cuddle with it all you want. It never says no, but, replicating, doing something nice for your girlfriend just to make her happy, just to make her laugh, just to make her smile, and having her say, "Oh, thanks, babe," and then she gives you a hug. You cannot replicate that feeling in a sex doll. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This is why, even though they make male sex dolls for females that never get tired, they can't replicate a man busting his ass at his 9 to 5 to show up with an engagement ring for his fiance or what have you. You know, you can't replicate a male sex doll buying a diamond ring for his wife or for his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you know the feeling when your girlfriend sits on your lap and just loves on you. You know what I'm saying? That's a feeling you cannot replicate. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how lifelike they make these stupid sex dolls. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get to a point where, you know, they're not going to be completely realistic. So if women, then that's the only reason women are supposedly getting pissed off at sex dolls is because, oh, it's one more supposed female to compete with. And I'm like, well, here's the thing of it. They make male sex robots now with bionic penises that never get tired. Never get tired. And yeah, so how do you think that makes men feel? The same way you feel about the female sex dolls, ladies. The same exact way. Women have the option to get some buffed looking motherfucker that they have a hard time finding in real life that meets all their standards for looks and never gets tired. So that just evened the playing field out a bit, Facebook. Like, ladies, you like fucking dick, but you don't want to get the splooge all over your face? Well, fucking A, here's your solution. Which brings me to my next point, Facebook. If you're a chick and you're sending a dude mixed signals, staring at his junk, and then when the dude finally says, "Hey, you down to fuck?" and you look at him like, "No," that guy's a, and then you say to yourself, "That guy's a creep." Excuse me, but you're the one sending me mixed signals. You're the one staring at my junk, like you're eyeing what's on the menu, and you want to taste, but I'm the creep for making the first move. You know, like, that shit gets annoying. I experienced that the other day. There's this chick who was hitting on my friends, trying to get my friends to fuck her, and they weren't having it. And she starts going on and on about her autistic son and blah, 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 blah. And when I heard her call me a creep, I was like, I could have said, well, your son's autistic too, so is he a creep? But I'm like, nope. I just decided to diffuse and walk away from that situation. Like, you're gonna send me mixed signals and then get pissed off when I make the first move. I don't get it. Like, women who talk about female empowerment, how they're so woke, like, oh, I'm an independent female, blah, blah, blah. But then they expect men to pay for everything and do everything. And that's, you know what I'm saying, Facebook? That's annoying. It's kind of like, okay, if a dude says, I'm not going to date that chick because she's fat, and then you hear some chick, well, how dare you? Every woman's created beautifully, blah, 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 blah. But if that chick that got turned down has a bunch of makeup on and she looks good wearing it, whether she's fat or not, she'll get attacked on social media by the same chicks for wearing it. Like, I've never seen something that ridiculous. You know, you'll defend a woman from being rejected by a guy because he won't date her for X, Y, and Z, but then you'll turn around and slut shame that same woman for wearing too much makeup. Huh? This is the kind of crap that women do that just, to me, honestly, doesn't make any sense. Like, what? I see it and I can't quite understand it. I'm like, okay, you'll come to that woman's defense if she gets rejected for her looks by some dude she's trying to ask out. Boo hoo. Guys get that shit all the fucking time. That's the thing of it. Women want to complain because guys have standards, but then turn around and have the highest standards imaginable. And in some cases, women's standards are a lot higher than men's. In some cases, I won't say most, I'll say in some cases. And that's kind of unfair for women to complain about men having standards when women have them too, you know? But as soon as I say that, I get called a sexist for pointing out the obvious, because you cannot critique women without being called a sexist. And that's bullshit. Because when you're just because you're critiquing someone or a specific gender, that doesn't mean you're attacking that gender. It just means you're acknowledging that, hey, and just because I say that doesn't mean I'm attacking women, because I acknowledge that men are just as much a problem as women. And you have to be like that when you're acknowledging gender equality. No, female empowerment is acknowledging that you want equal respect, but you also have to acknowledge that men do not contribute to everything. You know, I've seen that shooting that killed like 40 Muslims in that Muslim church, and it's disgusting. Facebook and YouTube is disgusting. You know, like what gives you the right just because you don't agree with? Oh, just because a couple of extremist assholes bombed a bunch of innocent people, what gives you the right to take it out on innocent Muslims who didn't do a goddamn thing to deserve it? You know? Do you think these innocent Muslims like the extremist assholes? Fuck no. There are millions of innocent, peace-loving Muslims that are just trying to practice their faith, just like the rest of us who have a belief system. And much like the assholes who pull a mass shooting with an AR-15, and the AR-15 gets a bad name because of it, being Muslim's no different. You know what I'm saying, Facebook? You know what Muslims and AR-15s have in common? The assholes make them have a bad name. Some asshole bombs a marathon full of runners and says he's doing it because of Allah or some stupid shit. That's just as ridiculous as some asshole shooting up an elementary school because he's pissed off at the world, you know. I mean, you're a spineless, cowardly chicken shit shooting up an elementary school because these kids are defenseless, dude. Like grabbing an AR-15 and shooting up a school when these people are defenseless. You're stupid, dude. You're a coward, is what you are. You try that shit on a military base, they'll shoot your ass dead. They'll shoot your ass dead before you even had a chance to make it to the fucking front gate. Anyone who sits there and pulls a goddamn mass shooting on innocent people is a coward, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're pissed off at the world. So is everybody else. Like, okay, you're pissed off at the world. Does that make you special or what? You know? Like, you think you're not the only one pissed off at the problems in our world, pissed off at our own problems, pissed off at everyone else's problems, pissed off because everyone's got problems. The world sucks. Life is shit. And that's the thing of it. Just because life is shit doesn't mean you have to let it make you feel shitty. It's how you perceive it. You know? My point being is don't let the shit get to you. You know? Most of you are bigger and better than that. You know? The thing you have to ask yourself, Facebook, is how would it feel if you lost someone you loved to a mass shooting? You'd feel horrible. You'd be so grief stricken if it was someone you cared about, someone in your family, your best friend. You know? Stop and ask yourself, how would it feel? How would it feel to be in that person's shoes? You know, stop and ask yourself, how would it feel to go through something like that? Knowing that you're never going to see that person again, you know? Imagine if you lost your boyfriend or your girlfriend to something that horrible. Like you stop and think, what if you had someone you've been dating for like 4 months to a year and you were the happiest person on the planet because you finally found somebody and they were taken from you because some asshole had a sour day? Oh, well. You'd feel horrible. I don't care who you are. If you lost someone you truly loved and cared about, YouTube and Facebook, if you lost somebody you truly loved and cared about to a mass shooting, you'd feel fucking horrible. So I don't care how bad you're feeling, or how pissed off you are. It's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it, dude. Fuck suicide and fuck mass shootings. It's not worth it. You know? Part of doing what I do on YouTube is I'm gonna get hate, and one person left just such a nasty comment. One person was like, dude, fuck the haters, you're just jealous. And I'm like, right. Another person responded to that comment, no, I legitimately hate him. I hope he takes his side-by-side shotgun and kills himself. But you know what? His shitty diet will kill him slowly enough. So I guess I can wait. My response to that asshole was, dude, I feel sorry for you. I rule your sad, miserable life. The fact that you hate me so much, I get off on that. Have a nice day, loser. And I reported the comment to YouTube. Here's the thing of it. I don't understand it. If you hate me that much, why do you watch my videos? No one's forced. Does somebody have a gun to the back of your fucking head? Are they saying, you better watch Gothic King Cobra's videos? Or so help me God, you little bastard, I'll pull the trigger. Because if that's the fucking case, how'd you get in that situation, bud? You know, like, fuck. No one's holding a goddamn gun to your head. No one's forcing you to click on my videos. You choose to click on them. So if you hate my videos, why do you watch them? You know what I'm saying, Facebook? That's something I've never understood about my haters. Like, if I don't like someone's YouTube channel, I don't watch it. I'm subscribed to a little over 400 people, a little bit over 400 plus people on YouTube. And, you know, if I don't like someone's YouTube channel, then I don't watch, you know? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Edit post. Settings. Gaming, interactive. Polls. Damn. I guess I can't make it public unless I make it public before posting it. That's alright. I know someone will steal this video off my Facebook page and upload it to YouTube. I'm not stupid. No. You hear all these chicks talking about how they want a 6-inch dick, and I'm like, that's funny. It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. And if you don't got a big dick, it don't matter because it ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, YouTube and Facebook, it's not gonna do you any good to have a big dick if you don't know how to use it. So it's like when chicks reject me, I'm laughing at that shit. Laughing at that shit. I measured my dick. I measured my shit when I got a boner one time. 7 inches long, 2 inches wide. That's definitely big enough to get the job done, son. People call me a fucking tranny, and I'm like, screw you, I'm proud of what I got. Like, you want to reject me? That's cool, ladies. You're just missing out on a good time. You're missing out on a good time, man. Like, you want a jacket for that hog? Get your motor running, and out on the highway, born to be wild. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning. You know, I haven't done a vocal cover on YouTube in a minute, so I might just do that. Got stud walking, what's good? No, but I just decided to work on my temper and have more confidence. I feel like if I can work on my temper and have a little bit more confidence in myself, then I'll have an easier time on the dating scene. It's not going to be perfect. I'm still going to struggle. But I feel like working on my confidence and working on my temper will definitely help with getting a girlfriend. I make the money. I get my hustle. You know, I'm not the ugliest dude on the planet, but I'm not the most attractive either. You know, just because I got haters. Hold on a second. What up, bro? Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot, dude. Right now I'm making a live video, and then I'll do a vocal cover on YouTube. After that, I'm not doing shit. I made a new one for my collection, and it's sick. It's Slytherin colors, man. The blade of it is black, green, and silver, and it's got a glow in the dark tip. And the handle has copper and leather on it. You know, yeah, dude, I'm down to come hang out with you. Give me a second to finish doing what I'm doing. Oh, I might be able to oblige with that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I might be able to help out with that, dude. Yeah. Right? Because why not? No doubt. Right. All right, ladies, man.